Today, I want to talk about the SARM Ostarine. Before I get into this video, though, obviously these products are not meant for human consumption. These are research chemicals. They're not approved for human use by the FDA, so please don't be taking these as a human use type supplement or product. This is a selective androgen receptor modulator, so those work differently than steroids. A lot of people don't understand the difference. So, just really quick, if you're new to this channel, the difference between a SARM and say, an anabolic steroid is that anabolic steroids are hormonal. They work through hormonal pathways to activate the androgen receptors within the muscle tissue, whereas a SARM is non-hormonal. It's directly signaling the androgen receptors within the muscle, and that's how they stimulate the growth that people get with SARMs. So they're not affecting the hormones directly. So the mechanism of action, like I just said, ostarine binds selectively to the androgen receptors, specifically targeting muscle and bone tissues without significant impact to other organs. So, in clinical research, there has been clinical research with ostarine. So, there's one study here I'm going to reference real quick where 120 elderly patients were diagnosed with muscle wasting conditions. They showed improvement in lean body mass with only 3 milligrams of ostarine per day for 12 weeks. So it was safe enough for the older people for 12 weeks at 3 milligrams, which is a very low dosage, I might add. But it is enough to show improvements in lean body mass. And these are non physically active older people. So, in order to put muscle mass on and improve their lean body mass composition at only 3 milligram dose is pretty phenomenal in my opinion. The average guy going to the gym, if they were to eat the proper amount of protein, that's all they would have to do to get a vast transformation in their physique. They would build way more muscle. They would have way less body fat simply by eating more protein. And to me, that is more important than taking any other supplement or SARM or anything like that. If your testosterone levels are good and you're eating plenty of protein, that's going to do way more for you than anything else on the market. If you're not eating enough protein, I don't care how much stuff you're going to take, you might improve your physique. You might even improve it drastically, but you're not going to be getting the maximum benefit out of whatever you're taking unless your protein consumption is up there. And if your diet is not clean enough, you're not going to get as lean as you'd like to be. Okay, so potential benefits, obviously increased lean muscle mass is going to be the number one. Okay, so improved bone density and joint health is going to be a primary benefit, in my opinion, for ostarine. Maintaining your joint strength throughout a cycle of whatever, or just in general, improving joint strength is very, very important, especially for people who are into bodybuilding or powerlifting. Could definitely help with preventing injury or even strengthening enough to hit new PRs down the road without injuring yourself. So you need to be cognizant of these potential side effects and be watching for them if you choose to utilize ostarine, especially in a higher dosage. Be very careful. Make sure you're doing labs before, during, and after your cycles, especially if you can afford it. There's no reason not to. Okay. So, kind of in conclusion and to summarize here, we went over the benefits, the dosing, potential risks. This is good for gaining lean muscle and supporting a fat loss stack or cycle or program, and understanding the necessity of the diet and exercise routine preceding and during the cycle of ostarine is going to be vitally important for you guys to get the benefit out of it that you are wanting to get. Make sure you're buying from reliable sources. Those are the sources that I use, trust, and recommend. I buy from those sources. So if you guys are looking for good sources, check the link in the video description. By doing so, helps me with this channel, helps us support this channel.